Good afternoon, Free Enterprise fans. I'm Much Paranoia, joined by Brewers fan JP today. And we got quite the match for you, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We've got four really good runners here looking to either get a good start into the league or further solidify their position. We've two of our runners are in their first race today, and the other two are actually in their third race.
Mm-hmm. And both Simbu and Bakashinobi have already won at least one race so far this league. And eLmaGus is our returning champion from last year. And rounding it all off, we have Nightdew 14 with their first match of the league.
These runners are going to be very interesting to watch them today. I'm looking forward to this quite a bit. Looks like we're going to get a Sid start for our runners today. We'll have to see what their second character is once we get going.
I think we'll be headed off in just a moment.
So Sid is a good character to start with. He's got some good stats, so that'll be very good for them for some early bosses, assuming they give them some good equipment. Be interesting, like I said, to see what that second character they get is.
The gate has been dropped. We will be going in just a moment. Who do you think's our second character going to be? My bet's on Edward.
I'm gonna go with Kane.
Maybe Tella. Let's split the difference. Wait, is that splitting the difference?
I'm not sure. All right, here we go. And that first character is Kane. And looks like we also get a Baron key to start.
That's pretty nice, actually.
It'll open an extra shop in Baron. They'll also let them check the waterway if they choose to.
It lets them have access to, 3 checks. Well, 2 checks. And that's not actually it's not like the vanilla thing. It's like they came out and gave you the package.
Yep, but our runners are off. A couple starting straight in Baron. We've actually got Baka heading straight up to... You could check the waterfall first. Interesting. And looks like Yang's going for a swim.
We found a punch man, and we have a pain man having dinner in the inn.
They got 3 runners clearing out Baron. We've got Baka looking through the Damsian chests. Finds a few interesting things there.
I have a pretty Bruiser heavy seed so far. Now, I believe we're probably going to see a quick Antlion dive before too much longer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where Baka's going to head straight away. This is an interesting route. I kind of like it. Skipping out on Baron, it gives them a little bit of an edge if there was nothing in Baron. Yeah, he's going straight for Antlion.
Do it. See what you get.
See some Medusa arrows.
And a Drain Sword. And it looks like Simbu's right behind Bakashinobi.
Pretty standard so far, what we've been seeing from these runners. Beyond Baka, decided to skip Baron for now, but we'll most likely go back there later. We're going to see the end line spot here in a minute or two. Baka can grab the items in here. We'll see if you take a safety save.
Now, most of the things you're going to find in an Antlion spot won't be too much of a problem. If it's something like Golbez or Wyvern, it could pose an issue.
Yeah, he is going to take the safety save. Inline Den is very nice because the many checks you can get done. Oh, we're going to get our look at Mount Hobbs, and we've got Tella up there.
And that's an old man. That's not too awful.
And
we have Evil Wall in the Antlion Cave.
Well, that's not too bad here.
Now, yeah, all it does is physicals, and it probably will not reach the party in time in order for those instant kills to come online.
Yeah, with such little HP, it's down quick, especially with Sid in that party. Get a protect ring out of it. Not a key item, but something that you can use for equipment.
So we're still on the search for something that could get us underground. Or, up to the moon, depending.
Yep. I'd like to see the best thing to see would probably be the Magma Key, which would be the easy way underground, but could also be the hook or the darkness crystal.
And a darkness crystal would make a trip up ordeals to get weak on that Tella very enticing for, a very obvious, well, not to say obvious, but a good reason. That gives us access to grinding.
Oh, absolutely. If you get a darkness crystal early, you can get some good grinds going on the moon, get your XP up early. Now we're just going to continue to look. We've got eLmaGus and Silvera. You keep checking these shops. Can sell a little bit.
Looks like Bakashinobi is resetting out of Hobbs. Not getting that old man just yet.
We find some coffins in Silvera. And eLmaGus is going to join Baka in Kabul.
Looks like he's going to be taking a peek at the Fabul defense spot. Either one's in Fabul. That's pretty good when you have an early, Tella.
Mm-hmm.
And the boss here is Bigan.
Yeah, Bigan can be a little annoying, but not a bad spot to find him in.
I mean, it's no Moon Bigan.
That's true. That is very true.
A Moon Bigan is a completely different beast. Looks like Simbu picked up that Tella, checked out the back of Mount Hobbs, and has exited out. It looks like everyone is headed to Fabul at the moment.
Yeah, so far we haven't found anything that's really going to send our runners off in different directions. But let's see what the Fabul item is, as eLmaGus is the first to get Bigan down, with Baka right behind him. Just a life staff.
Nothing. Well, I guess that's something you can put on the old man if you really wanted to.
Yeah, you're still looking for that key item. That key item that's going to send you somewhere. Still have some options. You could climb Ordeals, not ideal, but it does get you to another spot. Also have the Baron in if you want to go for that one.
Baron's not a bad idea. There, what I say is Ordeals. You get those spells for Tella. Yeah, 3 bosses up there, so any of them could be the Mist Dragon. Plus, you had the key item up there.
Yeah, the Ordeals plays a little nicer with Tella just because you can get all those spells for him. So that might entice some runners to go up there. But I do think that the Bjornen is a little nicer looking because it's a shorter check. So we got eLmaGus taking on the Evil Wall as Simbu gets his life staff. Get Baka up in Silvera.
Everyone's in different places, but not necessarily treading ground we have not yet seen.
Yeah, we've seen all this before, and I was waiting to see where that first item is.
Oh, I just realized there's silk webs in Silvera too. Those are pretty big.
Oh yeah, those will be very nice later on. You get a Troya check here. No free item, but you can check some shops and check some chests. I think eLmaGus is going to give us a check at the Mist Dragon spot.
What is it? Let's see. It's the Dark Elf. Somehow I don't think he's going to fight that.
Yeah, he reset immediately.
Also, I'd like to point out, them fighting that Dwarf is actually pretty big for them. Simply just because that gives, them the ability to back row glitch their cane. Like, there's literally no other way to do it.
Yeah. We've also got eLmaGus taking on the guards here, and he's going to go for Dark Knight Cecil, which, with Tella, that makes the Ordeals play even more attractive, potentially.
Imagine this place bars... And imagine that this spot bars up like a crystal sword. At which point you're just going up Ordeals.
Exactly. Well, eLmaGus through the first boss. Let's see what he gets for the second boss.
That's one of the Millens. That's Millen Z. Actually, I think he has a fire sword.
I believe you're right. I have seen the fire sword, so that's a very good thing to have.
Yeah, but you can only get through by trading for him, and it's a pain.
Mylon is hitting them hard.
eLmaGus is find out the joys of the spot being relatively fast. It kind of murders.
Yeah, fast hits hard. He's trying to get through it.
That blink should help, though.
And it's already saved him from one hit. Okay, that blink is definitely helping him now. Looks like he's got a pattern going.
Just keep the blinks up and don't worry. You'll be fine. Okay, Sid won't be fine. Sid's dead, but you know.
Well, Sid's alive. Blinks. Just keep the blinks up. Keep attacking.
He'll go down in no time.
Meanwhile, Nightdew doesn't have that Tella. This is going to be a pretty painful battle.
Aha, but he also has He also has his Kane and his Sid in the back row, so they're going to be eating less damage.
That definitely will help.
That said, eLmaGus is through, and we'll see what he gets.
Well, you were right about Crystal, just not the Crystal we were expecting.
I mean, I am half a witch. I'm not inverted. Well, I cannot be a full witch just yet. But with all that, we're probably going to see eLmaGus go straight up Ordeals.
Yeah, at this point, it's basically your option. You got to go for Ordeals. I don't know if there's anything else you can really do at this point. Unless they have the Baron Key. They could go through Baron too.
A lot of things are looking real good right now, but I think... Well, eLmaGus has not finished the World Tour of Shopping, so I imagine that's up next. On that brink of Mill and Z just like trucking through your party. Yeah, but no, Blink helps tremendously in a lot of fights. Shopping!
So we got Nightdew just also doing some more shopping.
Like we're probably either going to see someone go into Baron Castle or go up Ordeals. There's no either or here.
And it looks like it's going to be eLmaGus going up Ordeals.
I mean, there is no either or. We have a very strong either or here.
Got the Ordeals climb. Got 3 bosses up here. 1 key item spot.
And really, when you're up here, you're hoping for like a double dip. You're hoping for Mist Dragon and something big from the shrine. Nightdew is right behind eLmaGus, with simbu probably not far behind either. The first boss is Rubicant. And that glare is just going to send Kane packing off to the Shadow Realm.
First of our 3 boss gauntlet up here. We've got meanwhile over on Simbu's side, he's gonna take the Baron Key. He's going through the waterway.
I think from Simbu's perspective, he's pretty sure the rest of our runners are probably going to go up Ordeals, and has decided that if they go up Ordeals and don't find anything, and this is the play, it's big for him. Also, never skimp on life pots.
Well, Nightdew and Baka, they're both making the climb, but they don't have Tella, so they're not going to get as big of an advantage from this climb, though if they eventually get to Tella, they will. Meanwhile, we got the Mylan Z spot on one side, and we've got the Mylan Z fight on the other. Or not Mylan Z, sorry. Mylan fight.
Mylan just chilling in Baron Castle. eLmaGus not saving before boss 2 and finds
Oh.
Ogo Pogo. Oh boy! I hope you like half your party dying here.
Yep, half party.
And just punching Sid for added insult. Ordeals could still be at the play, considering Ogopogo is not one of the bosses that could be blocking underground access. Or, is guaranteed not to be blocking underground access. Because you're guaranteed at least the hook or the Magma Key without, like, Valvalis, Golbez, or Wyvern blocking your way.
Yeah, this could be the play. It just could be a very, very, very ugly play. The advantage for eLmaGus is he does have that Tela versus Nightdew and Baka, who have not picked up Tela yet. But Baka's through his Rubicon fight. He's about to get the fun news of Ogopogo.
And simbu just picked up a Zeus Gauntlet from Baron Castle. Would you like more damage?
He does like more damage.
And here's more damage.
And at the King Baron spots, I think that's Antlion.
That is Antlion. And it looks like eLmaGus is through, just as is Nightdew.
Alright, so we're about to find out. Was this client... Will the item up here be worth it? Obviously they'll get Paladin, Cecil, and Telespells.
My guess is we get like a Drain Spear and a Mist Dragon fight.
Let's see. It's the Twin Harp.
Yes.
That is progression.
Who wants a fetch quest? Who wants a fetch quest?
The other boss is Dr. Luge.
And simbu is through Antlion, so we're about to see who our character is from Baron Castle, and see what's in the trash can.
Character picked up is...
It's a Quake Kid.
That's a nice pickup. So if simbu doesn't find anything here, that Twin Harp is likely the play.
Also, yeah, as Chad's pointing out, the problem with all these bruisers is we just really don't have the equipment for them all.
Alright, looking at simbu's screen, is this play paying off? Luca Key. That's a good pickup, but it doesn't get us access. So that Twin Harp is going to lead to something.
Maybe. There's still another boss in Odin spot.
Oh, you're right.
Not that simbu wants anything to do with Odin spot right now.
The chat's also pointing out it could be Zot.
I mean, Zot is a fun option. And I mean, we could have Mom Bomb sitting down in Odin's spot with the Magma Key.
Let's see what these runners go for. They're gonna. You've made that all the time climbing ordeals and fighting these bosses. Are you gonna play the Twin Harp, or are you gonna cut your losses and try to go somewhere else?
Well, it looks like eLmaGus is going into Baron, so.
And
It also looks like, yeah, Nightdew's right behind him.
Simbu's going through the ordeals gauntlet right now. Baka's making his climb down ordeals. We'll see where he goes next. And so far for this seed, it looks like it's at least a linear start. We haven't found that first big item for progression. The only item that we found that's unlocked something else is the Twin Harp. The Lunar Key will eventually unlock something else, but not until he gets to the Underground.
I feel like eLmaGus should have an easier time just plowing through these fights because he has access to, like, a full power Tella.
Baka's gonna grab his Tella. Oh, Simbu decided to reset it out of that Ogopogo fight.
Might need a little bit of health before you go into the Ogopogo fight.
Yeah, we're about 25 minutes in at this point, and there's really not much to say. I'm just kind of looking to see who's going to make that play first that gets something big.
Looking at the seed so far, I don't think we're going to see anything truly big until a little later in, because they're all eventually going to get funneled to the same place.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking. Unless it's one of these side boss spots. If one of them decides to take a risk on those.
Go up Zot to look for Miss Dragon.
Yeah, potentially.
eLmaGus is through yonder Millen fight.
See where Baka goes next.
So Bakashinobi's going on world tour shopping. I feel like that just is a real key item we picked up from Baron.
Don't think you're wrong there. We got Nightdew through the Milan fight as well. Simbu's got Ogopogo down.
And it's about to find their Dr. Lugai fight. I love that Twin Harp. Yeah, eLmaGus is making short work of Antlion here. This fight won't be long.
We'll get through this fight and he'll get his Palom. as well as that Lunar Key. Aka's doing some more treasure hunting.
Nightdew. Ooh, this is actually very. I feel like very rarely see people go into this into Evelyn Castle without treasures on. Treasures, trap chests having key items on. And I mean, if there's anything good in these trap chests, like a crystal sword just pops out, suddenly you carve through everything. Or a Stardust Rod, that's pretty nice.
That's a nice pickup as well. eLmaGus is about to grab his Lunar Key.
Looking in the trash can for what will probably lead the trash. Always a drain spear, never for anything necessary. At least whenever I go down there to check it early.
eLmaGus is going to Troya. Is this the Zot? Nope, he's going for this one harp.
We're going to get music. Now, once we get down there and we get through the cutscene, I believe JP Brewstrand and myself are both going to go quiet for a bit so we can listen in.
Yes, we will go quiet, let everyone hear the music, and then we'll try to speculate on what it is. With no encounters, this is a very quick walk down here, though it is still a bit of a cutscene. But here we go. Alright, we're gonna go quiet. In a minute, actually. I'm sorry. A little longer.
Loot everything. Leave no stone unturned. Looks like Bakashinobi is going to berserk their cane and then murder their Tella. Or not.
The Dark Elf's doing his attacks. We're about to hear it.
Oh yeah, we're definitely about to hear it, because that just murdered everyone. Looks like Simbu's not far behind. Alright, we're going quiet. Eris's thing. Okay.
I just needed 3 notes, and I knew that immediately. Come on, Dark Elf, that's not nasty music. Yeah, it's just a water hag down here.
Chad is enjoying the moment.
I like whoever's comment there. Anna's the new heiress.
Oh, Eris is dead. What did we get?
All right, moment of truth. The Magma Key. There's our Underworld access.
Oh, so we had to go up to... We had to go through Ordeals, all through those bosses, get the Twin Harp, and come over here in order to get Magma Key.
And the nice thing for these runners is, well, at least for everybody but Baka, who actually is doing this now, since they have the Luca Key, that's a few extra checks once they get to the Underworld. So this is kind of nice because this opens up a lot. This potentially went from a linear seed to an open seed, depending on what's in the Underworlds.
My guess is Darkness Crystal is going to be in Fae March chest, and then everything becomes a horrible guessing game.
Well, eLmaGus will be the first into the Underworld.
Popping that Magma Key. Going to go take a peek underground. May do Dwarf Castle real fast, because, again, just maybe you want something different in your party.
Alright, so here we go. eLmaGus into the Underworld. His first stop.
Fae March.
Grind.
Oh.
Or,
Yep. Nope, he's grinding. He's getting, I think he's getting Quake on his Quake Kid.
and he did pick up some coffins from Silvera earlier, so these will be very quick fights.
eLmaGus needs breakfast first.
I think 10 eggs. Oh, nope, he just did one for now.
Get this child Quake. And then he says straight over to Dwarf Castle, probably going to save and take a quick look in.
Simbu is going to be the second into the underground.
Might do the same thing, may head straight for Fae March.
And eLmaGus going straight to check that Luca. Or no, actually, the Luca Key's later, sorry.
We check Dwarf Castle, and we immediately see a moon boss. I have no love for Dwarf Castle. Dwarf Castle has burned me so often.
First moon boss we get.
Hi, Pale Dim. So, we're going to throw that... Well, eLmaGus is going to throw that Silk Web, and probably just slap it to death with some Quakes. I know it has a character spot and it has a key item, but half the time I find Dwarf Castle available. It's like I have no reason to go over there. It's like it's whatever I need, and I just.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. It doesn't feel like it pays off as much as it should sometimes. Meanwhile, we got Simbu going back on shopping percent. Nightdew's going to join him.
I'm hoping Baka. I almost for Baka's sake, I almost hope the hook is not here.
eLmaGus through the first boss. Baka's giving us that loading check. It's Bahamut.
Oh, that's easy. Like, yeah, this is free. Throw up a Star Veil. Laugh.
Oh, there's a Foo.
And that is a pretty big pickup. Goodbye, Tella. Tella just got, and a free boss is our second boss here in Dwarf Castle.
So this is going to be a very good play for eLmaGus. We'll see if it gets even better depending on the second item. Depending on the item.
Bahamut just frying his own face off.
Nightdew's going to give us the check on the Fae March item.
After raiding the chest down here. I mean, you don't need Tella. Tella's, well,
Dwarf
good.
Castle.
The Dwarf Castle have? Well, that's an Excal down in Fae March, and I miss what Dwarf Castle has.
Same at the Dwarf Castle, and the rat tail on the Odin spot.
Well, now you just hope you have that hook, because that's taunting you. Rivers, please. We found someone to trade with us, and so we traded our tail and got him back as a Fusoya.
Yeah, for Baka's sake, he might need that rat tail to yield something to get him caught up, because he's falling behind right now, not having that Magma Key.
And I mean, he has nowhere else to go other than turning in that Twin Harp.
So we can get a peek at the Asura and Leviathan spots. We have a Moon Boss and... Is he going north or is he going in?
Ooh, Simbu is taking on the boss, at least one of the bosses down here. Probably just seeing which boss this is, actually. It's the D-Lunars. I would say this is beatable.
Well, Nightdew's doing some grinding. eLmaGus gonna find his Murasame. Might decide to fight these bosses as well.
I don't think Berserkian Cecil right off the bat was the what might lead to a wipe. Or at least goes down not Fu.
At least the Excalibur is a good pickup down here, because that's a really good weapon for Cecil.
We have not seen Wyvern. We've seen 3 moon bosses, I believe. We've seen Pale Dim, we've seen Ogopogo, and we have seen the Lunar Dragons here. So Wyvern and Plague unaccounted for. Moon is going to suck super hard. We have seen so many free bosses on the Earth that I can only imagine what fun things await us on the Moon.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Moon could be very painful.
Like Moon could be like you know, Poker Night with Kinazo and Valvalis.
So Simbu's working through the side, decided to reset.
Yeah. He... Like, I would say that is doable, but you're probably going to need to use the, the breath cheese on them.
Well, eLmaGus is coming into this fight with a Fusoya instead of a Tella. Actually, the Simbu? Yeah, Simbu is Tella.
Simbu, for their part, is going into Dwarf Castle. Only one of the D-Lunars got frogged. So this might be bad. Bakashinobi finally picks up their Magma Key.
Yeah, this is not... eLmaGus keeps staying alive. Just Fusoya against them. He's in a bit of trouble.
Probably hoping that Starveil does not fall off before the next breath. Because otherwise, I think he's dead. Unfortunately, the breath does not reflect on who he needed to reflect on.
Trying to power through this.
Looks like Simbu has done the trade back and forth for his foo.
So if it's not the Fae March bosses, where else we could go? We could still go to Sylph Cave. We have the Luca Key, can go into the Sealed Cave. You can make the climb up Babel still.
The breath still refuses to hit the back D-Lunar. Keyless Tower could be a play. We don't know what's up there.
Nightdew's out of the Dwarf Castle. And he's going for the Sealed Cave.
Yes, Nightdew is. Our first one to actually head down there, too. As Simbu picks up a ninja sword that is completely useless to him.
Okay, eLmaGus has the other Lunar Dragon in Toad. This is a pretty simple finish now. It might take a little time, but he will get through this.
Just resurrect your friends and desert Cecil and let Cecil truck it.
Over on Baka's side, he's grinding. And Simbu's also going to play for the Sealed Cave.
Get that Quake Kid up so he gets this experience from this fight. I mean, I think the Lunar Dragon might die before you get down there, but hey.
eLmaGus has everybody up. Just in time, too.
Right. And what did we get?
The hook!
That could be big. We know where the rat tail is. It could lead to something useful. As much as you don't want it to, it might.
Steel cave item is the pass.
I think they're going to walk that out.
Absolutely. So who do they have to fight to walk out? It was Dark Imps, and Nightdew chose to take the reset for now.
Hmm.
Instead, he's going to go for the Sylph Cave. So we've got Simbu, who's got the pass. He's holding on to it. Going to take out these Dark Imps.
Yep. Going to kill him and leave.
Nightdew
No one-
Nightdew's done. Sylph Cave is going to go immediately check Sheila.
No, there's not a whole lot of overworld checks left. We have Magma Sisters we have not seen. We know where the rat tail is, so we have not seen that because no one has all the pieces for it yet. And there's whatever's at the top of Keyless Tower.
Yeah, got the shield to check. The tower key.
Well, Nightdew's probably going to head straight up tower now. As eLmaGus picks up their pass. And Bakashinobi is taking on Dwarf Castle at the moment. Going to trade their food to a friend, so or tell it to a friend, so he evolves into Fu.
Is Nightdew about to check the Odin spot?
Looks like Nightdew is about to check Odin spot. As Simbu is warping out of the cave.
So this is interesting. We're gonna assuming Nightdew finishes, which I'm betting he will because this is easy enough. He'll get the rat tail, but we'll have two players with the rat tail, one player with the hook, but neither of those players have both.
Which is, fun. We only had the one player for the hook, though. eLmaGus is the only one who picked it up. Looks like Simbu is going in to check that Odin spot now, though.
Yeah, he's heading for Odin too. So we're gonna have each of these players having one piece of the rat hook puzzle, but none of them having both.
And that changes the moment eLmaGus goes in, checks Odin spot. Oh no, we have seen Bagan already. He was at Fabul. I know, disappointing. He could have been part of the Poker Night crew, but nope.
Oh, eLmaGus is going up the tower keyless.
We'll see how that works out here in just a moment. We have not seen K-Nazo yet. K-Nazo can still show up and give us a bad time.
We got Nightdew going for the tower as well, but he has that key.
And the first boss up here is Pain Man. Simbu picking up the rat tail. It's Pain Man. Unfortunately, this means we don't get to see Pain Man, like, you know, camping at Bahamut or Wyvern Spot. Or anywhere fun. Like, he just survives 3 waves of this and he's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, a little unfortunate, but we'll see what item they get, so that might still work out. And we got a mom bomb at the tower.
Normally, you just go to the spot, murder it immediately, and then you're done. Unfortunately, Mom Bomb has like 10k more HP in any given spot.
And that was an Earth Crystal, another fetch quest.
Fetch quest, fetch quest. And eLmaGus probably turns in that crystal. At this point, I would not be surprised if both remain pieces of Go Mode are on the moon. Just for added fun.
So Nightdew's got the mom bomb down. We won't find out what the item is until he leaves, though.
And Nightdew's going straight up tower, which, you know, when you don't have either the Atom or the Legisword, just knocking out the Mom Bomb spot, well, not Mom Bomb, the Cannon spot and going up to the boss spot is not a bad idea. You're going to check them both anyway.
Exactly, because you need 2 items at least. And yeah, eLmaGus is going to go turn in that Earth Crystal. We've got Simbu heading down to this fight again. He's already been here once before, I believe.
Show us. Bakashinobi is getting the ever wonderful blank text box. And is going to find out that he has a pass here in a moment.
Did he just reset out of the pass too? He did.
Mm-hmm. Again, as Supremacy noted, he might not have noticed he had pass, and so just decided it wasn't anything worthwhile and reset out. Simbu getting his reflex up for the D-learners. Nightdew is walking out of the tower here.
We got Calcabrina up in Zot.
Now, do you think Calcabrina likes earthquakes?
I don't really think so. I think they get a little disappointed they don't get to full form that way. Alright, here we go. But here we go with on Nightdew's side. What do we get? The Darkness Crystal.
Oh, good. He's going to immediately go turn that in, I bet, and we're going to go live on the moon for a bit.
Well, I got a duplicate Sid as the first character in Zot. And there's an Edge.
Well, we do have Ninja Steel, if no one sold it. Which,
And
I mean, we still have a Sid, so we could just, like, I don't know.
No, Simbu's the first one to get the Hook and Rat Tail combo.
At this point, my guess is that Hook and Rat Tail combo leads to a Drain Spear.
eLmaGus, second boss in Zot.
It's a Sura. Not too terrifying, actually. Like, a simple nuke from Fu should actually just end the fight immediately. So Nightdew is our first runner to head up to the moon. Who wants to live on the moon? Nightdew does. This Sura refuses to die.
Yep. She's down.
There she goes.
Nightdew gives us a check of our moon character. It's another Edge.
Would you like some ninjas? I hear you would like some ninjas. Well, here you go. Have some ninjas.
And eLmaGus. eLmaGus, the second boss. What's he gonna get?
Give us that Drain Spear. I want to see the Drain Spear from, like, literally everything.
The Sand Ruby.
Well, that's kind of like a Drain Spear.
Yeah. Did anybody check the Kaipo character?
The more this goes on, the more I just keep expecting everything's going to be on the moon.
Oh, there's the adamant.
From the Mega Sisters. eLmaGus is going to check the Odin spot and is going to get their rat tail.
So Simbu's the first of our runners to get one of the two items needed to forge the crystal.
And if adamant leads, if that that rat tail leads to the Legend Sword, suddenly everything is looking really bad for Nightdew, who's probably going to be well.
We'll see. If the legend's on the moon, then he's in good shape. If the legend is not on the moon,
because no one else has gotten that key.
We're about to find out one big check here. We've been wondering about this since we saw that rat tail.
Rat tail gives you the pink tail, which gives you like a ninja shirt.
It gives you the spoon.
Well, so at least one thing I think has to be on the moon.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Mist Dragon.
Speaking of things like, oh, right, Mist Dragon on the moon is one of those favored poker buddies because all these spots are pretty fast and they all hit pretty hard except for like the Plague spot. And the fun thing about Mist Dragon is Mist Dragon resists Holy Elemental, which Cecil's big ticket swords are all Holy Elemental swords.
So we've got Simbu going through the Soul Cave. Get his check. I believe this gets you the Tower Key, which will get you to the Darkness Crystal. But depending on where this Legend Sword is, we're assuming it's on the moon at this point. If Simbu finds that somewhat quick, he is in a major advantage. I mean, even just with that adamant, it's a pretty big advantage because I don't know when these other runners are going to go back and fight those Magus sisters.
Again, skipping those Magus sisters, and like for bosses in that spot, Magus sisters are not that awful. If it's like an Ogopogo, a Golbez, yeah, you don't want to fight that. Bye again.
Chad actually points out that also Magus hits 10 key items, so he's at double experience now, which will help with his grind later.
Simbu about to pick up their Tower Key.
Which will also be Simbu's 10th key item. Pocket did a save. He might be going for the boss. The boss.
It looks like he is, and suddenly Bakashinobi is getting a leg up over Nightdew and eLmaGus by just taking out those Magus sisters now. Darkness Crystal is at Tower Cannon, which we need the Tower Key for.
We've had a couple item changes in here. We needed to get the Twin Harp from Ordeals to get the Magma Key. And then we needed to visit Sylph Cave to get the Tower Key from Sheila to get the Darkness Crystal from the Tower Cannon.
Drain Sphere and a Drain Sphere. I wanted to see a Drain Sphere today, and there it is. That's kind of trash. But that is Mist Dragon. That is another key item check back on Earth.
That is, yeah. Could be another chain.
Simbu going to take on the Pain Man here and get rewarded with an Earth Crystal when he gets shot 3 times.
There's our Golbez.
Golbez is, another one of the proverbial moon poker buddies. Along with Kainazo and Valvalis. And Mist Dragon. And Mom Bomb. And Evil Wall. And Pain Man. What I'm saying is there is a lot of moon poker buddies. Chat, what are your favorite things to see on the moon? No free bosses.
So, we got eLmaGus finished off the tower. Gonna get his Darkness Crystal here.
Seeing Mom Bomb guarding the cannons. Pain Man at value.
No.
Now, a thing I would point out for Golbez here is that Golbez is weak to fire and holy. And again, Cecil's big ticket swords are all holy elemental.
And that Golbez is down. Well, Nightdew's got a Golbez down. Well, I just said that. There's a Dragoon Spear.
I mean, he still has a cane, so... Kay would like new weapons. Looks like eLmaGus is going down to check out Magus Sisters now.
Good for him, he'll get his adamant. Baka just finished off the Dark Cecil fight in Tower. Unfortunately, I don't think he has the Tower key yet, so he's going to have to make another trip up here.
And Simbu just picked up their Darkness Crystal. As we're going to see what horrible thing is lurking in the Ogopogo spot.
Belvalis.
Hi! She came for poker night.
So, at least Nightdew still has Cane.
So that's like one nice thing here, but you might want to start applying some illusions. Because she's still going to truck you.
Baka's gonna go check the rat tail hook combo and get a little disappointed.
As Simbu has summoned the Lunar Whale and is leaving this Earth behind.
Rurzak's making a good point. Taking her out of spin might not be in your best interests.
Considering all she will... Like, the worst thing she does while she's spinning is, you know, use weak and maybe attack you once. And, like, that attack's going to truck whoever hits anyway, so the weak just barely matters. Looks like Bakashinobi is headed up Tower Azat. Going to get rewarded with, I don't think, anything useful. I believe it was the Sand Ruby.
Yeah, was the Sand Ruby. Magus has his adamant.
So everyone but Nightdew has their adamant, and Simbu is picking up another edge. Probably going to sell this one goodbye. Oh wait, no, they don't have an edge. So they're just ditching Kane and going to find fun times here. Fun, in quotes.
Yeah, I don't believe Simbu's played to Zot yet. I'm watching All Eyes on Nightdew right now to see what he gets after beating Belvalis.
And there goes Valvalis. Simbu is going straight to check Paldem's spot.
And he gets a
And
pink
that's
tail.
the pink tail. So that's a key item, but rarely worth it. Actually, that depends on the flag set. With the current flag set, we have agility agnostic on, which means Cecil does not like dictate the agility of everyone around him.
eLmaGus is going straight for Bahamut. For the Bahamut spot. Which we have not seen yet. Now we're kind of running out of spots again. We have the Dragon Mists that we beat that up here on the moon. Go check, see if what item that is. eLmaGus is going for Bahamut. I think we still have at least one more lunar boss we haven't seen yet.
I believe you're right. We haven't seen Plague or Wyvern.
Oh, here's a moon boss at the Bahamut spot. There's Plague.
Plague. At this point, Plague is just not even that threatening.
Oh, and speaking of Wyvern.
Wyvern at Wyvern spot. The dream is real. Gotta stabilize your party after your friend Wyvern shows up. Because he's passing out nukes like cheap candy.
So eLmaGus killed off Palom and then revived him to get that Doom counter off. Which also resets everybody else's Doom counter when he reapplies it.
Who survives the Mega Nuke? And I think the reason Wyvern's so fast right now is Nightdew has Cecil in that like middle spot. Like this spot is already pretty fast. It's just I'm pretty sure that reflected nuke missed. Somehow.
Yeah, simbu meanwhile has found the bull gauntlet. Plague is down.
We'll see what Plague has for us. If Plague has Legend Sword, suddenly eLmaGus has a very commanding lead.
There's the Legend Sword.
Yep. Okay, so value at K Bahamut.
And that puts eLmaGus in go mode. He's got the pass, he's got the adamant and the legend sword. He can forge his crystal and then go and be our first runner, most likely to Zeromus. So, for those of you who tuned in late, the adamant was at the Leviathan spots. The Magma Key, to get down there, you had to go through the Twin Harp that you got off Ordeals. To get to the moon, to get that, you needed to go through the Sylph Cave to get the Tower Key, to get the Darkness Crystal. And yeah, that's pretty much how our seeds played out. Oh, the pass was also in the sealed cave.
I'd like to point out Nightdew has finished off Wyvern and was rewarded with the package. Another womp womp key item at this point.
Yeah.
Zeus gauntlets for sale at Kokol. It's like Christmas has come early.
There's the crystal for eLmaGus.
Now, what is eLmaGus's levels like? Because depending if it's like where he's at, he could go straight to Zeromus right now. He probably won't, because Edge won't survive like a high roll Big Bang. But
Yeah.
he could.
Well, simbu did the gauntlet. All he got was a Bahamut summon for Iridia that we have not seen in this seed.
And who likely does not exist.
Yeah, eLmaGus is going to do a little bit of grinding. Nightdew, I believe, has been doing some grinding for a little bit on the moon.
Really, question at this point is, who checks Cave Bahamut for next?
And for some of these runners who went to the lunar subterranean first, I could see them going back to the planet to check the Mist Dragon item.
And like,
and then
I
coming back.
think maybe Bakashinobi possibly checks Cave Bahamut as soon as he gets to the moon, which would, give him like, a good recovery here.
Yeah, still eLmaGus is a race to lose at this point, but if Baka goes straight for the Bahamut cave, he could be in very good shape.
Nightdew is going in to check out the Pale Dim spot, which we know is the Gauntlet. And simbu is going to be greeted by a dragon. Everyone's favorite dragon, in fact.
Oh, that's a one-shot.
Wyvern.
So Baka's finally got his Darkness Crystal. And Nightdew's actually been in a bit of trouble still because he hasn't found either piece
Of go mode.
of it. Yeah.
From what we know, basically has 3 checks left. He has Magus Sisters back on Earth, he has Cave Bahamut, and he has Mist Dragon. One of them gives him the Pan, and the other 2 we already know have the Legend and Adamant.
Baka's doing his grind. I think we got eLmaGus heading to Zeromus.
So, we have a question. It goes like this. Whose butt are we going to kick today?
Oh man, with so many sprites, it's always a good surprise.
I wonder if we have Maleficent in the rotation.
Alright, here we go. Let's see who we get.
Throwing the crystal, we immediately are faced with risky boots.
Okay.
Oh, the silk web missed. Sometimes it does that. Counter nuking Cecil, not the worst thing that could happen. Although that is a pretty hefty counter nuke.
Well, Baka's heading to the moon as Nightdew lands at the Bahamut cave. Baka's heading straight for the Bahamut cave too.
So it looks like Bakashinobi is going to enter go mode. Or be our second runner enter go mode, assuming he kills Plague here.
There's a big bang for eLmaGus. Properly nerfed it.
And the first big bang for Zeromus is always fairly easy to nerf. You just throw that Silk Web and he's just... and then it just comes nerfed. The second and further big bangs are much more difficult to time. That said, with Cecil swinging how hard he is, I don't think we're going to see a second big bang.
Oh yeah, his party is well set up. They are just mashing through Zeromus. They're riskiness. Well, I've got both Baka and Nightdew facing Plague.
Sid blowing himself up for a nice chunk of damage, and you know, to reset the timer as soon as he's revived.
There's a second big bang for eLmaGus.
That could be bad.
Hit hard, Palom's down.
I don't think eLmaGus cares about Palom. He's just going to throw that Cure 4 and maybe resurrect the Quake Kid.
Oh, and
nope.
There it
eLmaGus is dead. And therefore, eLmaGus comes in first place with an official time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 49 seconds.
Meanwhile, both Baka and Nightdew have picked up their legend swords. Baka is in go mode. Nightdew still has to find the adamant.
Bakashinobi heading back to Earth in order to turn in that crystal sword, that legend sword and adamant. Nightdew is currently hunting for the adamant.
And he's gonna check the Mist Dragon spot, which we believe to be the pan.
I believe, yeah, from what I could tell, it's probably the pan.
Yep, there's the pan. So he'll likely go turn that in right away, too.
And it looks looks like eLmaGus is going to join us for an interview in just a moment.
His official SRL time was 1 hour, 26 minutes, 49 seconds. Exactly as his timer.
GG.
GG.
Okay. Alright, so how'd you feel about that seed?
I thought I was behind by like a million, and then somehow I wasn't. I don't know.
Well, one thing that was played to your advantage, you never actually went into the Lunar Subterranean. Every one of the other 3 runners... Actually, no, Baka didn't. Baka just fell behind early. But Nightdew and Simbu both did go into the Lunar Subterranean.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
And Nightdew had found Mist Dragon, is now turning in the pan he got from Mist Dragon, so that's going to delay them for going to check Maga Sisters for a little bit too.
Yeah, early on, this seed was actually pretty close. It seemed like you all got funneled into the same point, going for the Twin Harp to get to the Magma Key.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward at the start, for the most part. Like, barring, of course, like opening certain chests for certain items that potentially speed up boss fights, but yeah.
And you were actually behind for a little bit. I think you were the 3rd person to get to the moon, maybe?
Yeah,
you went...
I figure.
Yeah, you made the choice to go straight for Bahamut versus the others who went to the subterranean, which was the difference.
It's always there, man. Always there.
And currently, Nightdew and Simbu are now both getting sidetracked by the pan.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, at the point I was at like, when I full cleared Earth, essentially, I was like, well, I might as well roll it up from the back, do Bahamut first, and then see what's in the subterranean, because if they checked subterranean first, which was very likely, then I was behind anyways, so might as well see what's over there. And yeah, that paid off big time, actually.
No, for us it was Baka. Baka is on his way down to Zeromus. 2 of our runners actually decided to skip out on the pass. They reset after seeing it.
Yeah, not surprising. I thought about it too, but like then I was like, well, I don't have that much anyways, so if I'm gonna be searching for like a while, this pass might pay off. Plus, if it looked very likely at the point where we were at that something's on the moon. So like at that point it's like, well, you have to go back from the moon anyways, so you might as well keep the pass, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, if you're going to come back down from the moon at, like, probably, you know, decent levels, pass is not, like, a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you were our first runner who... Maybe our first or second runner who actually did the Magic Sisters.
I could have done those earlier. I don't know why I thought I couldn't, because, like, they're pretty weak in the Usher spot. But, yeah, I don't know. That's like, that's why I went back too, because it was the last thing I left before the moon. I'm like, well, might as well now, real quick, but yeah.
And yeah, it's just... I mean, what would you, like, not like to see in this Zero spot? Just give us the short rundown.
What I wouldn't like to see in the Ashura spot?
Yeah.
Boss-wise, I mean, there's like plenty. Everything that's physical attack is really, really terrible. But, yeah, their magic wasn't that high, so I could live through the hits for free, essentially.
They just, like, spam Quake and they're fine.
Yeah.
What did you... But yeah, it took a while before the, Adamant and Legend Sword started showing up. What were your thoughts during that period?
Yeah, again, like, about halfway through, I was like, I have to be behind at this point, because, like, I went back and forth between things and nothing popped up. I knew the Darkness Crystal was somewhere. It was very likely that something was on the moon, at least one of the 2. So, yeah, I didn't feel very good, let's put it that way. Like, I for sure thought I was going to be behind, but yeah, I don't know, it just somehow played out in a favorable way for me at the end there. I don't know.
Any final thoughts on the seed?
That was alright. That was alright. Not too bad. Made a couple of wrong choices, but not too bad.
Well, I mean, this ends up being a pretty good start for you. First race, first place.
Yeah, can't complain. Can't complain, honestly. Strong field this time, so very happy that I managed to grab the first here. That's very important.
Oh, here's hoping you keep that momentum going.
Thank you.
When is your next race scheduled for?
There's been talks about tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then next week, same time, same place, pretty much. Next weekend.
We will definitely be looking forward to that.
Alright, thanks for commentating, guys, and good luck to the rest of the runners.
And thank you for running for us here today.
And now we have Bakashinobi entering the Zeromus fight.
Well, we got a chance. I also should thank our tracker. I was gonna butcher their name, but Smedpd or something. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that.
Smiped, yeah.
Yeah, Baka's going to be our second runner into the Zeromus fight.
Throwing that crystal and going to take on Risk Demus. He has a pretty similar party to what eLmaGus did. Minus the Quake Kid. He has double edges.
You know, on the other side, it's between Nightdew and Simbu. It's a matter of who gets the item they're missing first. Nightdew is about to get his adamant. Let's see what Simbu does. So Simbu has a Sura fight to get through first before... Did Simbu's actually skip out completely on the legend, on the Bahamut fight? Or the Bahamut spot?
Did who?
Simbu. Looks like Simbu doesn't have the legend sword.
Yeah, he did not. He left the moon before he picked up the legend sword.
Yeah, I'd say right now Nightdew is probably in a bit better position.
Simba going to pick up that Sand Ruby and feel real bad about it.
Nightdew's got his adamant, he is in go mode. Now Baka has taken a big bang.
With his party, I don't think he cares.
Looks like it was nerfed anyway.
Because I believe that party survives almost anything but the strongest big bangs. Even unnerfed. Yeah, give us those Quint Zerker shreds. Show us the power of being of booze. Yeah. Yeah, Supremacy noted his party as it is would not survive an unnerved Big Bang into Medio, but almost any other case is probably fine.
And he decides to just go ahead and take out Sid. I think he's kamikazing Sid a few different times during this seed.
I mean, that's like a free 3k HP damage on Zeromus. That's pretty nice.
Now, there's just something... I can't get the word. There's just something that makes sense with Sid being the one to kamikaze all the time.
I mean, Sid gets a ton of HP. And, you know, if you can, like, throw that HP at the boss, hey.
I think it's more just if you play this game normally, Sid's the kamikaze character, essentially.
Ooh, that Big Bang did take out one of his edges.
He's got everybody else healed up.
Simbu is working on taking down Plague. And they're in Meteor phase. Bakashinobi is nearly done.
And there's the done.
With an official time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 33 seconds, Bakashinobi has taken second.
It was a very good recovery for Bakashinobi. He was behind for quite a while after some of his early plays, but he did the same thing as eLmaGus, going straight to that Bahamut spot after getting to the moon, and that really made it the time for him. Simbu's got his legend sword, and now it's going to kind of be a race between Nightdew and Simbu. Simbu's got the pass, so as soon as he forges the crystal, he can head down to Zeromus. Nightdew's got to walk down there, though Nightdew will probably still get there first.
Maybe. I think we're joined by Bakashinobi. GG!
Thank you. That praise rivers and the cave of value in Cave Bahamut.
Praise value. You shot from like way behind to second place just by checking Cave Bahamut before Simbu and Nightdew did.
I saw no one got done. I saw everything that we did on the moon, and I knew it was not going to be the normal, safe, reasonable spots. So it's go straight to Bahamut, see what's there, and then my next plan was to follow the pan if it showed up anywhere, because yeah, I knew I was behind. I was really hoping that Elf Castle would have a weapon that would allow me to go and not do more than like 400 to 500 damage a swing. Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, you got like a Stardust Rod.
Yeah, which is great for that column that I got from Baron Castle, for which that was the only thing of value from there. Oh god, that I imagine a lot of people had to clear everything because there was just that log up to the chain to go and get darkness was kind of buried. But man, was that not pleasant.
Yeah, it was a couple different item chains in this one. One item chain to get the Magma Key, one to get the Darkness Crystal. Guess also that Darkness Crystal extended to get the Legend Sword.
Yeah, I'm part of me surprised that it wasn't behind the pan just to go and be that extra bit trolly, because, you know, you can't go and just give someone something in the seed.
Oh no, that'd be too easy. Pan was from D-Mist, who was at Lunar Dragon spot, which led to a Crystal Sword and a Masamune.
Well, that certainly would have kitted out the team more. I felt a little silly not remembering that I had apparently sold the 2 ninja swords I thought I had, so yeah, that was a little awkward.
Yeah, you don't need ninja weapons.
He did fine.
Right. So yeah, about what time when you finally got around to checking Twin Harp, how did you feel?
I can't say the word I'm allowed. I was thinking on stream.
I think I could imagine.
It was Twin Harper Baron. I figured Baron's going to open up more, and Bahamut was free and gave me the Rat Tail. So, all right, if Rat Tail leads to something, that will go and give me somewhere, or if Luca leads to something that gets me somewhere. Now, Luca led to something I don't know what it was because of that text box clicks, but it was thankfully that tracker board added let me go and verify that it was not a key item.
It was actually the pass.
Well, I can't say another word right now.
I again can imagine.
Well, that would have saved me a little time, but I wouldn't have picked up the second edge and taken a few more safety levels, which I didn't need to heal for Zeromus, so that ended up going and being helpful because he got 2 big bangs off and rocks didn't hit me, so kind of nice.
Yeah.
God.
Any final thoughts on this seed?
I'm glad I didn't come in last because I was expecting that. These races are terrifying.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
And thank you for doing commentary and everyone else who's been helping with the restream.
So far you've got a first, a second, and a fourth place finish, I believe.
That is
How are you
correct.
feeling going forward?
I would like to get a first or second next race, but a third would probably make me I might be able to get into one of the play-in races, but I probably wouldn't be it would probably be the more tense one, so I'd really like to get a first place next race.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you have your next race scheduled?
Tentatively scheduled for August 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern, but we are waiting for work schedule confirmations before we finalize it.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
All right, meanwhile, Nightdew and Simbu are hard-fought fight here. Who's going to finish first? Or who's going to finish third? You're right, yeah.
And there goes Zeromus for Nightdew. And Nightdew finishes in third with an official time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 25 seconds.
He's probably not too far behind. Ooh, that Big Bang hurt. At least,
I think he should still be able to finish this out, as long as a meteor does not come through.
Oh!
This could be really bad. Oh!
It missed edge at least.
Get that Cure 3! Get that Cure 3!
This is intense. And I don't think he's got any cures. He's got Cure 2s, but...
Also, we're joined by Nightdew.
Hello.
GG, how'd you feel about the seed?
Really kind of linear at the opening. Opening of the game, where are all the key items? I mean, I do not feel bad at all for fading that part of the, Mega Sisters and what turned out to be a kind of really bad, had I gone down and done Lunar Frogs, I imagine everybody, when I split off to check that hook, they're like, where are you going?
Meanwhile, sorry.
It's right there!
Just gonna mention this quick. Simbu did have to reset. That combo that you mentioned earlier hurt him. The Big Bang into the Meteor just destroyed him.
I mean, I did not call that. That was all supremacy.
I'm sure. I'm assuming Magus probably did the summons bosses before going up to the moon, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I kind of figured there.
And then eLmaGus, already feeling pretty behind on finding that Darkness Crystal, decided that it probably wasn't in the Lunar Subterrane and that he probably should go over to Cave Bahamut and check that.
Oh my, wow.
Yeah, I think you were actually at the first in the moon, I think.
Oh, and then I cleared it out, so...
And you came back to Earth with a bunch of nifty souvenirs that got you a crystal sword and a mass moon.
Oh yeah, Sheila had the cutlery today. Oh, well, actually it was still the crystal sword, but yeah, it was, that was the whole thing behind my, Let's Curse String Palon, because I had every best weapon in the book. It was time to go. But definitely congratulations to everybody else who was on that. I mean, going into that, we knew everybody had, that race could have went anyway, and it's we checked what we checked, and there's really nothing else to it.
Yeah, you do take a third place in your first race. I believe you still have 3 races to go. So.
Oh yeah, I have the rest of my races to go. Actually, tomorrow. I know that's. Oh hey, it's I believe. You know what? Let's actually bring that up because I don't have that up right now. I know it's tomorrow. I just can't remember what time it is. 2 o'clock Eastern. With Choco Syrup, Pizza 34, and Big Dunka. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than that, there really wasn't much left to say about that. I kind of feel bad hearing I hit the moon first, but I knew actually when I went to go fade. When I went to go fade the summons bosses, I'm like, you know, if it's this, I know one of these players is going to find a way, especially if it's D-Lunars, which it was. But the Mega Sisters, that was a little spicy still.
Yeah, Magma Sisters were what held the other bit of go mode for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, unless you guys have anything else, I'm gonna get a drink.
All right. No, we won't hold you. Thank
All
you for
right.
joining us, and good race.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for racing for us today.
Meanwhile, we have Simbu, who is just giving us the medios that the crowd asked for. Oh,
Yeah.
There goes Cecil.
Got hit with a weak, and then the HP drain on him got him. Yeah, let's cheer on Simbu as he finishes this up. He had a really rough first go at this. Just that big bang into Meteor combo really just destroyed him. I mean, that was just pretty much bad luck there.
Like, the immediate medio cast is just no fun.
But there's Meteor again. Not gonna be any problems this time.
That should not wipe him.
And he's done.
Simbu has finished an official time of 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 54 seconds.
He finishes in 4th place for our runners. Fortunately for him, he does have... Oh, actually, he's joining us right now. Let's talk to him about this.
Hey, Simbu. So how'd you feel about the seed overall?
He does have... Oh, actually, he's joining us right now. Let's talk to him about this.
Hey, Simbu. So how'd you feel about the seed overall? Simbu? Simbu.
Sorry, my mic got turned on to push to talk for some other place.
Simbu?
Sorry.
Okay. But yeah, how did you feel about the seed overall?
I don't think there's too much to say about it. It was just a lot of pretty decent checkpoints.
Okay. But yeah, how did you feel about the seed
Magma
overall?
Key, and then you had to do a lot to get the darkness crystal, and unfortunately I chose the wrong rabbit holes when the moon opened up, so Gauntlet got me today.
Yay, Gauntlet. Another one of the perennial moon poker buddies.
Yeah.
We saw you go back to Earth without checking Cave Bahamut. How do you feel about that in retrospect?
I mean, it was a fine play at the time. It's just, fortunately, it didn't pan out today. Because, I mean, I had the demist check, and I was just going to check demist and then come back, and then it's like, here's the pan. Okay, I'm going to go get that, and here's a crystal sword and a Mazamoon. Well, no one's finished yet, so it's either Cave Bahamut or Zot. It's not Trollbez, or it's most likely not Trollbez. I was just kind of sitting there like, well, pick your poison. Is it more likely that eLmaGus went to Zot and I might be able to catch up, or should I race to Cave Bahamut and hope that no one else full cleared the moon and is there by now? And Zot was not the play.
Well, any final thoughts on the seed, apart from what you've already told us?
No, not really. I tried unicorn strats, and I've decided I don't like unicorn strats.
Oh, actually, can you explain that to people who have not seen unicorn strats before, real fast?
So the basic ideal is you're trying to zerk through the first 45,000 of Zeromus's HP, and then you use the unicorn at the right time to stop your zerkers, so that you can start reflecting spells and still get the reflect kill. Unfortunately, my edge decided to take one more last swing after I started to queue up nukes. They just got a little bit out of order, and so I triggered the refill, and I was just kind of stuck there. Like, I can't do reflect strats now, and I'm trying to get my zerkers back up because this is RA1 Zeromus without a zerker up. He's super fast. So, it was just a gamble, and unfortunately Nightdew finished right as I made the gamble, so it didn't matter either way. Not a fan, honestly. Maybe with a lower DPS Berserker party when you have like 3 Zerkers, but that party would have been better just to Zerk all the way through.
With like that Crystal Sword, Cecil, and like the Masamune and Murasame Edge just go into town.
Yeah. I was trying to just get that little bit more, and unfortunately it didn't work out, but wouldn't have mattered either way. I got too rabbit holed or just went too slow. I'm not sure which.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for an interview, and I hope your next matches go better for you.
Yep, we got one last one. I think this puts me at 8 points, so I'm really looking for a first place finish in that last match, but a second place would be good. Third or fourth place would probably put me in the outside the top 12, so we'll see how that goes.
All right.
Yep, thanks for joining us for us today. I think with that, we are going to wrap up here. Thanks to my co-com Paranoia for coming with me here.
And thank you for joining me.
Also, thanks to our tracker, Smipedy or Smipedy, whatever. Sorry again. We are actually going to, I think we're going to go raid the other channel. We have another race actually going around right now on Randomania. We got 4 more racers facing off.
That we do,
So,
and that is a match between Rexwall, Rubear, Marth SR, and Gaming with a Race.
So yeah, we're going to go take you over there right now to catch up on there. I think they're about a half hour into their race. We take you over there and you can watch some more league action. And yeah, for all of us, thanks for watching. Have a good day.
I'm Ben, it's Paranoia, and joined by Brewers fan JP, and we wish you to have a good afternoon.